Hey everyone, welcome to this podcast. As it's the first episode, I think it's worth knowing who's talking to you, so let me introduce myself. My name is Przemysław Koper. I'm a CEO of Espeo Software. This is a new format for us. We have not been producing podcasts so far, but we have been creating a YouTube channel called On The Block by Espeo Software, which I really like and I'm so proud of it. Coming back to the podcast itself, this is a new form, so we're still testing, we're experimenting. However, what we're aiming for is a bit more loose form of communication. So I hope we can get a bit deeper into conversation about specific use cases for different technologies. We can get deeper into business issues that are highly interesting and trending around the world. And also for some episodes, it will be just me sharing the stories, the projects I was working on so far, but also I will be inviting guests. And I think you'll be surprised with how interesting people we're able to get on the show. With time, of course, however, we're currently building a very promising list. Few words about Espeo Software. We have been on the market for 17 years and we are specialized in providing services within financial technologies. That's a pretty broad range of domains, I'd say, because we do have customers from financial services, banking, insurance, accounting, pretty much everything related to money movement, transfers, payments. So it's not just fintechs like open banking and so on. It's a broad portfolio of customers. And when it comes to technology, which is an answer to business needs, in my opinion, we're specialized in blockchain. Private blockchains or permission blockchains in most cases. We're one of two certified service providers for Hyperledger Fabric, which is a technology developed by the Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust. And here we are also one of the founding members and leading bodies for the European chapter of the foundation. We do regular meetups for foundation members, but also external meetups and events around private and permission blockchain use cases. And also over the years, we have been working on so many public blockchain-based systems. And within the Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust, we're also covering public blockchains. Okay, so let's get to the main topic of this episode. So real life use cases, examples where blockchain can really solve problems. Because when I think about it, there is so much noise around blockchain being a scam technology or, everything related to cryptocurrencies. Actually, blockchain is not crypto, blockchain does not equal crypto. I've heard it also so many times within the Linux Foundation. However, I think in mass media or, just around, it's still very popular opinion. Well, blockchain is not crypto. One of the fantastic examples of the use cases for blockchain technology lately has been FIFA. When you look back at the World Cup in Qatar 2022, there was a huge issue with resellers buying off so many tickets that actually fans couldn't buy one and they were standing in front of the stadiums pretty much begging for tickets. Well, that's not the experience FIFA wants for its audience. So how they solve this is they build their own Avalanche-based blockchain, which serves as a token generator. So from now on, pretty much every pass, every ticket is individual token issued to a specific person. And then FIFA is able to control how many tickets are sold to resellers, and they can decide whether you can or cannot resell your ticket. In that specific example, blockchain technology actually serves the user experience in the end. That's a beautiful use case, in my opinion. This year, we have also been advising on a huge project for one of the biggest economies in Europe in energy sector. The issue here was because there are pretty much millions of transactions within energy, like regular households across the country, then there are so many transactions to be settled. So it's not easy just to process that, to control that. But then on top of that, you actually need to be able to provide all the relevant information during audits, which happen all the time. So you kind of need to have that sort of double documentation first for the operational purposes and second for auditors. And here comes blockchain technology as a savior, because blockchain in nature closes at the end of the trading session or however you set it up. And the thing is that you can't manipulate it, you can't edit the data. So it's perfect because it's trustless. It's one of the core features of blockchain technology. And the thing here is they chose blockchain and they specifically chose Hyperledger Fabric because at the end of the trading day, in that case, new blockchain is created. You can't edit that, you can't manipulate the data, it's sealed. So it's just a perfect material for auditors. They can just ask for any date they want to check. You take the blockchain out of the shelf, you share it with them, like no issues here, you don't need to do anything extra. It's a perfect material. Another beautiful example of use of blockchain technology would be one of our latest projects that we've done with Digital Climate Group. It's a Hong Kong-based digital investment bank, and they combine financial technology, investment services, and they want to deliver climate and impact financing across Asia, Middle East, and Africa. And they are on the mission to deliver green finance at scale. Beautiful business. And the thing is, we have built a system that covers AI and blockchain within one project. That's pretty much rare. The key metrics that we set for the projects, and we were successful, let me tell you that, were 80% decrease in time spent screening ESG reports, 220 sustainability indicators mapped into 10 metrics, 2 blockchain hashes recorded per dataset, 3 models improved anomaly detection accuracy for IoT data, and 3 pilot sectors in agriculture, construction, and energy. And what's the result of that project? What did blockchain with the use of AI do here? First of all, we got end-to-end traceability. We got a complete product tracking from seeding to sales. We have 2 deployment models, successfully tested blockchain-only and hybrid versions, high data integrity, all records are secured through verifiable blockchain hashes, we got flexible data input and smooth integration of sensors, QR entries, and APIs. I mean, guys, come on, I know there's probably a set of tools, tech that could do similar stuff, but we have a technology here that was designed specifically for such use cases. What's the point in looking for something else? Oh, here comes the other example of one of our latest projects, and this time in agriculture. The client is a leading public university focused on engineering, technology, and applied sciences, and they are known for its strong research and innovation culture. And this time, they acted as a sponsor and collaborator, exploring how blockchain can improve trust and data sharing in agriculture. So here are some of the project details. They've had traceability challenges across the country. They needed to demonstrate that agricultural products could be reliably tracked from seeding to sale across different organizations using blockchain. The biggest challenge here was combining the information from various data sources, including sensors, manual inputs, APIs, into a single, secure, tamper-proof record accessible to everyone involved. So what was the goal of the project, the rationale of the project? It was to build a blockchain-based MVP to prove that transparency, data integrity, and scalability are possible in farming. The project tested 2 system architectures to find the best balance of trust, performance, and cost. It makes me so happy to see such a beautiful blockchain use case in a domain that's probably not that much associated with the modern technology or blockchain itself. I hope that these few cases that I've shared with you will at least make you interested in that field, in that technology, and how it can solve your actual problems. I'm not expecting you to be so excited about this tech as I am. However, the thing is, I feel like we need to understand that this is just another type of tech solving business issues. And again, blockchain does not equal crypto. Oh, and by the way, I'm just back from the business trip to Finland. And during that trip, I've met the CEO of one of our customers. They are in finance. They are not exploring blockchain opportunities at all because it doesn't make sense for their business. And that's fine. Business first, and technology should be the answer to your business needs. But what makes me happy is to see how many experiments they are doing. And I think that's exactly the role of the modern CIO and CTO, to understand business struggles and to try to figure out answers that are written in technology. And that's exactly what that customer is doing, because they have the full backlog of AI-based projects, and we're discussing Espeo doing some of these. And I'd love to urge you as the business owner, CEO, managing director, to work with your technical staff like CIO, CTO, guys from R&D, to really experiment. I mean, if you even feel like this or that tech is not for you, I mean, how would you know? You really need to look for different options and check simultaneously different solutions. And from experience from our customers, it really works. So many times we would do things like they would be working on the project and we would still convince the customer to do a project simultaneously on our side and compare results. I mean, of course, I'm talking about POCs or maybe early MVPs. However, sometimes the project that was developed by the customer is better. It makes more sense for the business. And on the other occasion, it's the other way around. So you never know. I mean, these times are really complex. There's so many options, so many technologies and tools, and it's really worth checking different things before actually investing so much into one solution. Well, I think that's pretty much it for the first episode. I'm looking forward to your feedback. Please do let me know what I can do better, different. What you like to hear on the show. I'm open for suggestions. I would love to invite you to our website, where you will find all the case studies I've talked about today on how we help our customers solve their business issues by technology. If you'd like to talk to me about that, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm super happy to meet you and discuss your business challenges. And I'm so excited about this podcast and the whole series. And hey, hear you on the next one.